Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle in the beginning. Last time we solved this puzzle, I believe, and today we're going to do some other puzzles, of course. But first, let's take a little run around this island, or specifically...
Trial program is out.
Okay, well, nope, never mind. Not like that. I think we've run around it like this. Didn't find anything. So just taking another look. Oh yeah, I guess we did find this. Alright, so nothing else over here. I remembered, just as I was logging on, that I left some dev commentaries untouched. So we're gonna go take those and listen to those while we try to do one of these puzzles that gave me trouble last time. I think we got that symbol. So yeah, looks like this game is gonna go a little bit slower than the base game, just because I haven't done these puzzles before, have to figure them out. It's a bit of a challenge, and I like that. So I've also got my document open, my project open if I get level ideas while playing. Alright, there's one right next to us. Let's go for this one actually.
In the beginning, we wanted to tell the story in a relatively simple way, partially just because we have to. So we believe in obeying the logic of the story, the inherent logic, and in this case that just means that certain tools that would be available to us in making the original Talos Principle or in Gehenna would simply not be available to us here. Certain storytelling tools such as terminals, for example, or Milton, that those things simply cannot exist at this point in the timeline, so we haven't forced them into the game. We've just told the story in a way that would be consistent with what has been established previously about how the simulation came to be. Instead, we've used a lot of voiceover, mainly from the perspective of Alexandra Drennan, giving you a kind of more intimate look at her life. And we've also used these developer pins. Now, these developer pins are directly based on what we actually use when making the game. We have a system that does exactly this, lets you leave a pin in the world with a little message, and we thought, yeah, they would use something like that too, wouldn't they? And this has given us a way of using something like the QR codes from the original game, but with a very different perspective and with a very different flavor. Overall, these choices create a game that has a different kind of flavor than the other Talos games, and that's always the goal for us. It should never feel the same. I think if we make two Talos games in a row that are exactly the same, then I think we failed. We always want to change up your perspective. We always want to have you thinking about the world of Talos and the characters in a different way, giving you a different approach to the same subject matter. Everything that you find out here is something you could already technically find out in the main game in terms of simply facts, unless you're counting some trivia. But I mean, in terms of great events, this is the same event, but it gives you a different, more human, more grounded perspective on these events. And I think that's the thing that matters, and that's what's valuable about the way that Talos keeps changing with each game, with each DLC. There's always a different character, there's always a different perspective, and there's always a different way of thinking about things. And I think having all these different perspectives in our mind allows them to interact with each other, and that provokes thought, which of course is our goal.
Yeah, awesome. Yep, everything's gotta be, you know, it's all different games. You don't just want it to be a level pack, you want it to be some more story. I'm here, I cannot for the life of me have any ideas. One possibility is, I just thought of is, what if we can like shine some lasers in from another puzzle? Or what if there's a way to smuggle an item in from another puzzle? Now, we don't have a box or anything, but I'm jumping up. I want to see if this is just empty behind here, or is there like something? It's called sequence break, right? Which makes me think maybe there's actually something that we have to do that is outside the puzzle. Oh, hey, look, a cannon. Whoa. I mean, you're not supposed to be standing here, so... Yeah. Trying to get up there. Well, I could just jump from here, maybe. Aha! Oh, hey! Eh. Eh. This is Pirates of the Caribbean music. Incredible. My first thought was like, oh, it's gonna shoot something over there and something's gonna happen. No, of course not. Why would they do that? Still don't seem to be able to jump in from outside. Sequence break. Is that a hint, or is it just they just decided to call it that? The emitter's glitch. But it's not glitched anymore. Can I go down there? What's down here? Alt entrance from below. That's one idea I have for, what's the point of this little cave? Maybe there is no point. One idea I had was, for levels with multiple entrances, or another idea I just had is 2 levels that are like across the hall from each other, and you have to use each other's items to solve them. Alright, is that it? That's it. So, what's this? Is this a puzzle? No, it's a tower. Trying to think if there's any place we could get items from. Well, I'm thinking outside the box. I'm pretty sure there has never been a puzzle where you have to, aside from the stars, but never been a puzzle where you have to get an item in from the outside. You know, and that's also something I want to respect in my levels, is like, I want, unless, well, no, that is an idea that I had, is like, what if there's a level right at the beginning that you can't, it's literally impossible because you don't have the tools for it. And then you come back later after unlocking a door and get a tool from the outside to solve it. But like, of course, it's not necessary for progression, and then you get some text in there that's like, yeah, this puzzle's impossible, don't bother with it. You know. Haven't really thought of a good way to do that. Maybe just require messing around in the editor. Or maybe it's just not worth it. So here's the problem. Let's refresh ourselves on the logic. We've got this is the only way to open the door. So for us to get out here, if we are in here and we want to get out, we have to put something on here. Now it doesn't have to stay there, because there could be this. It could be recording. But it does have to be there. So that means at the end of our recording, we have to place this on here and go out. So that's what we have to do at the end of our recording. Now, in the middle of our recording, suppose we walk over here and stand on here. So something has to be here. It has to be either the real connector, the fake connector, or the recording, our recording self. That's 3 possibilities, so that's a lot to think through. If it's our recording self, then that would mean we could have 2 connectors in here. However, one of the connectors would have to be right here. There was a note outside saying there was an emitter glitch. So maybe this emitter works differently than the others. That would be kind of obtuse though, and not really good puzzle design. Well, I'm imagining that's not it. You know, because it'd be like, oh, the thing that you've learned the rules for and you understand really well actually works different in this one with no way of knowing what its difference is. That's not good puzzle design. Not good game design. So we can get the real emitter out here quite easily, just like this. We pull it out, and then on here. And we could, if that were open, we could connect it to here, and there, and here. So if this were open, then, well, maybe it does it reach, it does reach the red receptacle. Okay, so if this were open, if they were both open, then just having it there would be fine. So the problem is, to get both of these open, there has to be a connector here and a connector here. I have not been able, I should say I have not been able to figure out a way to do the connectors differently. It seems very much to me like there has to be a connector here and a connector here. Then we can remove one of them. However, if we remove one of them, that means we're over here. Well, if this one is the past connector and this one is the present connector, or we have one right here, then we can remove the past connector and the present one is still here. So that's one that's just fine. And then we can get back in here. However, if we have just a connector, no, okay. So then we make ourselves a shadow again. And then we can come in here and we can pluck the connector and move it. Problem is, we can't get it out there. And we can't get ourselves out. Wait. Did I just solve it? Did I just solve it? I may have just solved it. Let's take this back in. Let's put it right here. Alright, and then what do we have to do? We have to go in, we have to move the connector to right there. And then we have to, oh, we have to get our copy self out. I'm pretty sure I did not solve it, actually. I mean, we have to get our real self out. Okay, well, wait a minute. What if we just come in, we stand on the button. Oh, we also have to get our copy self out. So now we stand here. And what if we pause here for eternity? Alright, so now we pick this up. And we shouldn't need to pause anymore because in the real world we've already won. Oh, right. There's a button there. Okay. Alright, now we have to go out. Then we get off. Alright, so that was my thought. Unfortunately, we are still a step away. We are still a step away from finishing. Wait. Wait a minute. If this one is the past, then I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Let's finish. That wasn't finished. Okay. Put that there. And now let's try, no, this one. Right, here we go. We set it up. This goes here. So now we're good. So now we go in. And we open this. Actually, don't know how much we want to do, so I'll pause a couple of times here and there. Because I kind of forgot my plan. Because I need to go in. Climb the ladder. Didn't want me to climb while my shadow's also climbing. But I'm pretty sure I don't want that to be on, so... let's do this. I mean, eventually... so now this is open, right? And then my thought was we want to take this out. The real connector out. Oh, here's the problem though. Now this is broken again. So... yeah, it's not working. Even if we step off again, it's not connecting. It doesn't make it to the source. Ugh. Alright, let me put this back in here. Okay. Okay. Is there no way to get ourselves out? Is there no way to get over the fence without... like, we can't jump on a connector. That would be kind of game breaking if we could. Get ourselves out. We can't make two of these at once. That would be so convenient. Can I climb this ladder and get on top of the wall? That would be very nice. I think there was something I did with the jump button at the top. I don't know. Maybe it had to do with that specific level of geometry. Anyway, either way, it was not intentional. So... oh my goodness. Logic, order of operations. We need something out there that isn't us. Which means... so here's a problem, right? So if we put this here... wait, no. Leave it there. If we take this off and then put it back and play, and now we take this off. Oh wait. I'm trying to think, like, maybe we can do something like, I think I just got it. I think I just got it. All right. Put this here. I think this might have been done doable with the old connectors too. So we do want this to be the past. Well, I don't think it matters which one. Yeah, we want this to be the real one. So we start over here. This one set up. I think I got it, guys. Right? Because if we turn this off, then we warp back here, but it doesn't do the intervening steps. Huh. So now... we want to... is that fine? No. No, it's not fine. Can't remember how we did this. Just like this. Like that, and now we go over here, do another pause point. Grab this, put it here, and escape. Then we go, we play. Hop in. And we can take this from here. We didn't want to do that. Connect to all the things. Alright, now we have to get out. Alright, you're standing right here, it's broken. But I'm out here, and now you get out. And you're over there, but we paused again. But you don't have to get out, because we can do this. Ha 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 ha! And it's still on, and there's only one connector in there. So now we can solve it. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! I did it! I did it! I learned a new mechanic, the best way, which is to go into a puzzle you don't know how to beat.
This is a friendly reminder
and
for
then
anyone who's leaving our beautiful facility tonight. There's a massive tree on the road. Emergency services are still operational, which warms my shriveled old heart. But they've got a lot on their hands, so I'm not sure anyone's going to be clearing the road anytime soon. My suggestion, take the scenic route. Maybe at some point later this week, a few of us can get together for a good old-fashioned chainsaw party and fix the problem ourselves.
Or you could just stay at work until the end of the world. Subway escape, finally. And then there's another puzzle we unlock out there. This one was the huge one. I didn't want to start just figuring it out. Now my question is, should we be hop out of the world and listen to the other dialogue? And I think the answer is yes. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's not the way. Guys, we beat that puzzle. Man, I love puzzles like that. There's a quirk to the mechanic that you haven't figured out yet, and you're in this puzzle until you figure it out. I would say that's pretty cool for, but I don't want to do it for my puzzles, just because I don't want to use, like, if I use recorders, I want it to be really simple, because they're my least favorite thing.
Hi, I'm Verena, I co-wrote this.
Hi.
So, when we first heard that there was gonna be a new DLC for the Talos Principle, we started throwing a couple of ideas around, and none of them were quite right. They either were in the wrong place in the timeline to feel right for what we were doing, or we were afraid that they would impact canon too much. So I came up with the idea of going back to the very early days of the simulation. And in order not to impact canon, to make it a very personal story about Alexandra Drennan and her colleagues at the Institute. What I thought was interesting was showing a new perspective on Alexandra, because in the Talos Principle 1 you hear these time capsules from her, which are very considered, very polished, like this is what she left behind on purpose to be heard by the future humans. And in the Talos Principle 2 you kind of see an archaeological historical perspective on her, like what other people make of her after she's dead. So we thought we'll get in really close and just show Alexandra Drennan how she behaves at work, how she interacts with Proto-ELOHIM, how she interacts with her colleagues. Because it was also very interesting to us to showcase the other people at the Institute, to show that tasks like this are never achieved alone. Like, it takes a village. So I pitched this, luckily Davor and Jonas both liked the idea, and Tom Joubert was not available because he was working on something else, otherwise we would have included him.
Alright. I really hope that at least for one line, like maybe at the very end, but for one line they can get Trevor's voice actor. I don't know, maybe he was like a higher profile voice actor and he would be expensive. But it would just be perfect, right? It's just like, we need Trevor. We need him. What can we do? We can aim up through here. Oh right, there's so much. Alright, so these I think are for getting items back into the elevator. So the goal is to get a second jammer into the elevator. That's what I'm thinking. So this puzzle is not... Oh hey, it's... It's literally on a shield. Well, you know what we can do with these. Haha! Make a bridge! Now can we... Why was I unable to... Wait. This door's open now. Which means we can just get this box. Cool. Where's this? Okay, it's for this door as well. I'm kind of confused. There's a lot of stuff. A blue. But over here, I mean, I guess, well, if we have it on a box, we can like shine it over, like a box right above us, and then this thing's on top of it, goes up there and then down there. I'm a bit like, why do we need all this stuff though? Oh, because of the fan. We need to use the fan. Alright. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no, never mind. That's fine. Exactly what we need. Because it's keeping this door open. And now we don't need this door to stay open. Yay. Unfortunately. Okay. I think we do need this door open actually, but not by laser, because we need to put this there. Oh, but if it's just blowing up in the air, it's not going to do that. We ourselves need to get out. Let's, oops. Come on. Jump. Keep connections. Place. Alright. Give me that. Give me the box. This wall seems strange. The low wall. I wonder if the other side is just where you go if you walk around here, or I wonder if it's like a secret room. Okay. Now I have to get up with it. That's the thing. I can't just shoot it up, I need to go up too. Well, what if I put this here? Oops, not yet. If I put it here, and I put this here, and then I go up and I bonk it off. It worked. I didn't think it was supposed to do that. Alright. So where can we put this where we can see both things? Out there, maybe? Hooray! Looks like it. Let's see if what happens if we. Oh, it keeps the door open. Awesome. All right, I thought we were gonna have to do some shenanigans with moving that laser between red and blue and getting this in here. Looks like we're great. Looks like we are fantastic. Oops. Man, I'm playing so much Dark Souls that I just don't... The controls... Now, I don't think we need the connector anymore. So, we should be able to get the box with this. I'm thinking we need to make a bridge with boxes. We can get the jammer over here. So we've got our boxes. So like if we place this here, And then that's the wrong button. We now have a rewind button. Place this here. No, I wanted to go backwards. And then we take this away. We can still jump to the next spot. Okay. If we jump here, is that enough to get across? No. Can we jump back? No. What about from there? Yeah, okay. Now can we jump across? No. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. So this ladder is very good for us, because it means if we fall down, we can just climb back up. And we need this one. What is that? That's nothing, right? Yeah. If we take this, it'll go all the way back up to the top. We don't want to go up to the top. We want to go right here. Oh, what am I thinking? We just put it right there. Because this tool won't fall down either. Just bring our boxes. Alright, now we have a jammer on this side, bringing it up the elevator. Jam the elevator. Oops, elevator's not working. It's jammed. Alright, now we have 2 jammers, which is exactly what we need to solve the puzzle. I think we might be done. There we go. Let's go. Ha ha ha.
Child program has completed puzzle and collected token.
I know that dialogue is for story purposes.
Again, yeah, I didn't go to bed. So, the good news is that I heard from O'Brien. He managed to get to the lab and he sent us all off their data. The bad news is that he's symptomatic now and he wants to spend the rest of his time with his family. I can't blame him. His daughter is just 5 years old, Alex. 5. She's not even in school yet, and how are we going to do this? Stop thinking about all these people.
Then don't. If you can't ignore the pain, face it. Use it. Take everything you feel and put it into the work. That girl is going to die no matter what we do. But if we succeed, maybe one day someone, somewhere, will have a daughter again.
I know. But what we're losing is so real, and what we might accomplish is so distant.
It's distant now, but it will be real. Just like we're real now, in this moment, even though our ancestors are gone. That's part of human history. Have faith in that.
I'll try. Thanks. Maybe I'll reread some Dylan Thomas, huh? And death shall have no dominion.
First of all, go get some sleep. I'm still testing, but we can talk more in the morning if you want.
Wow, that was good. And great job, Jonas. I'm not always the best judge of voice actors, but that seemed pretty good to me. Oh man. That was powerful. I mean, you could tell that I don't know if Jonas wrote that line. I bet he did, because you could tell that he knew what the emotion was for it, and he was able to put it in. And of course, Alexandra did a great job as always. What am I doing? This goes where? This winding wire. It goes out here. Okay. So we can take the blue. So this can't see anything. So we could stand. We could. Well, let's just do this. Record. Put this here. We can't get both things at once, and then we stand here. And now we can power this. Might as well get everything, right? Nope. Alright. So where does this go? Does it go to the same place? It does. So technically our duplicate does not need to be standing there. But they do need to be standing there because that's the only pause point I have. They could run somewhere else. Where else? Nowhere else. There's nowhere else for them to go. But that's probably the... yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what this suggests to me is that we need to get a connector in here. Because like if it was right here, or right here, something like this, it can hit that, and that, and that all at the same time. So if we could get one of the connectors in here. But how can we do that? We need both versions for this to even be open. No, we don't. We don't. We take this and open it right there. And actually we don't want select all. Now we just want to select this one. And this one. Put it right there. Okay. So now we actually need the connector, or we need something in here. Alright. Now, if we step off the button, it's not going to work. However, oh, also this is going to be closed forever. Huh. Okay, well, what if after we stopped here, then we moved this so it was connecting to here and here, and then we could connect that one to it as well. And then we would have a multi-way connection space. And it would be holding the door open. And then we could move off. And then what? I don't know. Somehow, let's think from the end. Oh, wait. This is a purple door. So we can't bring an item through here. Okay. Alright, I'm confused then. Oh, no, I see. We just need to get our past self in here. Which is gonna be challenging. Because we can't see the source and that spot at the same time. So, how to get our past self in there? That's real rough. Oh. We need to have this open. And this. And that. So we need everything to be open. So this we technically haven't used yet. So we will need it at some point. Is there anything up there? Oh, hey. Never saw that. What does that do? Oh. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. Well, get off of that button. All right. Now, yep. All right, now it's stable. Everything is open. Huh. This just goes to show you gotta look where you leap. Now we just come in here, step on that button. And hopefully there's not still more up above. Let's go. I'm racing you. There is still more up above. There is still more. How do we do this? We need an item. Oh, here we go. Never mind. It's very easy. Because we're in playback mode. Oh, shucks. Oh? I don't get it. I don't get it. We can't pick up anything from down there. If we close this, then we could walk over it. And our present self cannot affect our past self. So even if we had our past self stand on the fan before moving over to the button, it wouldn't work. Probably. Right? I'm gonna come back here and put this back into place. The ceiling one no longer matters. Oh. Oh. You know what? At this point... Alright. First order of business. Get this second connector down. Wait. I wonder... if we can leave a version of it up there. Because... But we need both versions of the connector just to open this door to get our second self through, right? This should be something we consider at least. Because if we can leave a version up there, or specifically the real version, then we can just go pick it up and place it. I'm pretty sure ourself cannot make the fan. Anyway, let's pull it out. Got ourselves a second connector. Yeah, because it is kind of weird that it comes from up above, right? It comes from up there. And now we can make a self-sustaining thing. Can we make it? Yeah, okay, great. So, there's that. It's all working. Oops. Why is it? Oh, it's this one. Oh, that's a mess. Okay, is that still working? Yeah, okay. So now we go over here and we step here. We step here. We step here again. This is not gonna do it, I'm quite sure. Also, there's the fact that we have to get both of ourselves up there, which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that does nothing. Okay. So we have to get something up here. Which suggests that we need to leave a version of this connector up here. So we can still use up to 3 connectors. By leaving that one up there. So, however, we have to make it fall in the past. Alright, we can do that. So, we do this connection and we stand on the button while in the past, and then we set up stuff in the past. And then, yeah, we have 2 connectors in the past. And then, yeah, and well, let's see if we can do all this with just 2 connectors. Right? Alright, let's see how far... No, we already tried that, didn't we? We just confirmed last time that we can take this over here without even using this, right? So we got 2 connectors? Alright, so that's it. Okay, record, and let's try to do this fast. Alright, that's down. Now this is out. So, what we'll want to do is we want to connect this to here. Bit of like that. And then this is fine, we leave it. No, it's not fine. We do this. Let it turn on. And now we take... Oh, this one also has to connect there. Alright, and now we can take... Now we cannot do anything. Like, now we can take one of the things over here. No, no, we can't. Yes, we can. Here we go. We gotta be very careful. Oh no! The real one has fallen down. Okay. That's no good. Alright. So... So we have to, alright, so we have to try to get one of these over here without touching this. And then we can go back into the past and open it and then do all our shenanigans. Probably. So let's see what we can do. Alright, I think I actually did that the first time around. So we need to go around here and over there. No, it doesn't need to go around here yet. So... Actually, it's pretty easy. Okay, I'm a little worried that I didn't hear... Okay, never mind, it's fine. Alright. So now we want to connect to here at the very least. Here and there. And have space to see over there. Alright, so now... we come back, we do all our shenanigans. So now the plan, now that we have that over there, yeah, we can see it over to here. So now we finish off. Uh-oh. I see a problem. Because the real one is over there. Now we need the real one to be over there. However... we can't connect to here. Okay. I'm starting to get tired. My brain is getting fuzzy. So, especially with these recording puzzles, there's something else. So we needed this to be over here. We needed it to be the real one. Did we need it to be the real one? It has to be the real one because it can't be the fake one. Unless... we have the fake one. Oh! Well, here's an idea. So, while the fake one's going, it can bring down this. But then we can end it. We can end the simulation. I'm sorry. My brain is tired. It is finals week, and I am grading a lot, and I am getting same course, but 2 sections of students, so it's like 40 students. So I'm busy, and my brain is a little tired. So I'm gonna come back and finish this puzzle another time. I am still seeing new things, figuring out new things, so once I'm fresh, it should just be a little bit. See you then. Alright, I'm back. It is the next morning. I slept on it, and I thought about the possible solutions while I was in bed, and so now I'm back with morning voice, and I thought of something. Here's what I thought of. I'm going to, yeah. This is what I want to do. I want to attach this here. And you might think, well, why am I doing this if I want that to stay up there? And what I thought of was I want this to come down in the recording, but not out of the recording. So that was my whole thing. And I was thinking, why is this even up here if you're not going to do it like that? Like if you only use it for the button, there's no point for having it up there. So there has to be a way to get it down in the recording, but leave it up there in the main way. And the answer I found is quite simple and elegant. So now I will watch this guy go around and spend a long time while he talks to the audience, potentially. No! Back up. Back up. Give me a spot. I want to be standing right here. So that it does not actually... See now... No. Back up is very nice. I have to stand in exactly the right spot. Let's stand right here. Yeah, see? No! I don't want to be inside the wall. See? See? Now it falls down in the past, but it does not fall down right now. Well, I should see a past one. I guess I didn't pick it up, but this is the idea. This was my solution. See, and I wasn't looking, but I imagine it fell down when I stepped on the button. Oops, sorry about bumping the microphone. Hopefully you didn't hear that. But that's it. That's how we can get the connector down without it falling down for us in the real world. So that's how we got to do it. So let me think. How do we do? We start by moving this. What's our goal? We want to get the real one over here, right? We want to get it over here so that we can hit over there. Yeah. Well, honestly, it doesn't matter whether it's the real one or not, because what we want to do is we want to have our past self be over there. I guess it does have to be the real one because the past self can't really get a connector over there. Well, yes, they can. No, they can't. Okay, yeah. So the real one's going to be over here. So that's our first goal. Get the real one over there by keep that up there. Which I think we can do... No. Now it's planning time. Now it's planning time, because if we get the real one over there, but then we end up over here, then it's no good. We might have to do it all at once. No, we do have to... So, how do we do this? With, So now we're in the past, and we get this out. Just refreshing myself on how this works. So now we have a second connector, and we need to open it have it open like this, right? Alright, then what do? We also need to connect it to there. Is it impossible to get one of these out there from the past? Sorry for rehashing. It has been a whole night for me, so I have to refresh myself on what to do with this. Sorry if you can hear my heater or if it makes my voice sound weird. I forgot to turn it off. It's the time of the year where you usually don't need heaters anymore, so I forgot about it. So is there a way to... I don't think in the past strictly there's a way to just get one of these connectors over here. So I think we might have to do it in the present. Huh. Alright, that's turned off. So, we do need a connector over there, that's for sure. And if we have 3 connectors... Well, no. Right, we can get the connector over here just with the one connector. Because we can set it up, we can stand there, and then we can leave our ghost behind. And then in the real world, we can pick it up and take it through. And then the problem begins, because that's the real one. So then if we go back to our ghost, we have to access that real one to open this. And that's the issue. We have to get over here with the ghost and that up there. Which means we have to turn on the ghost, and then we have to get all the way through here. Okay, I missed a step. We have to turn on the ghost, we have to get this down, and then we have to go all the way through here. So one thought I'm thinking of, it's not very good, but we would put the connector out here and we would use the real connector to get this. That's a terrible idea, because then the real connector connects here. So, what if we get a fake connector out here? That would be really hard, because then we would need to have one connector attached there, and then ourselves bring the second connector out here. No, I don't think that's going to work. So we need to bring the real connector out here, and then, in the past, we have to get the other connector, set it up, go out. Oh. Alright, well, I didn't necessarily solve the puzzle, but I did see a partial solution. And nothing else is getting in the way, right? Oh. In the past we can... Because yeah, if the real connector is out here, then in the past we can't get to it. Because this one's up there. So we have to use 2 connectors. And while we're using 2 connectors... Okay, no, here we go. Oh, no, never mind. I'm like, we use our 2 connectors to open this, and then we run around here, and then we run in there. No, not gonna work. Because there's a door over here. So we need to get that door opened. To get that door open, there needs to be a connector out here. So the question is, can we use the past to get a connector out here? one item to connect here to there. One item on the button, and then we run back there. It's not working. So, what I'm thinking, I've got another idea. So, in the past, if we... So what if on this side we set up the connector to strike up here? The real connector. But it's hitting this wall. It's hitting the wall, so it's not actually opening. And then we go to the past, and we flip it on, and we stand on here. It opens up, but only in the past. So this connector is down, then we leave and it leaves. And it's still here. So then we connect the past one through there. And go, yeah, we connect the past one. This whole thing, you know, that one is connecting, yeah, set it up, and then we step on here, and then we go around. I think I got it. I think I may have figured it out. So, open this. Okay. Thank you. Now I need to be in the past. Okay, so I didn't quite figure it out. So what I want to do is put this right here to start with. I want it to be in the way. This does have to be connected. All right. Pick this up. And what I want is to... Oh, it still might not be working. Like, my goal is to do this. Right? So that the laser strikes the other tool and doesn't make it up there. But then also connect over here. Okay, so I'm still not quite right. I gotta put it like right here. Wait, nah, Skarkurg. Put it there and connect here, here. Less work while I'm doing this. Very simple. You're a pressure plate pressurizer. That opens, and we want the source of the source, and up there. Can we see it through the window? Yeah. Alright, so that is not connecting. Alright, and then when we get off the platform, it closes, it's still not connecting, which is good. That's what we want. So now, we start the recording. This falls down. I'm talking through it because I want to go a little fast. That falls down, and then we connect over here to those and this connector. And so the door is open. And then we run through, and we step on the button. Yeah. So, problem. Not necessarily a problem. Yeah, problem actually. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to connect all the connectors together, and then step on the button. right? Because what I want to be able to do is once this is going, I want to be able to walk out here and I want to be able to walk through here and pick up to change this, right? So while I'm in the past, you know, I need there to be a way for... Okay, so here's the plan. Right. I start the recording, and I step on the button, and it falls down. In the real world, I stand here while I'm stepping on the button, and so it doesn't fall down. And then I move, and in the past, I step off the button, and I collect this connector, and I attach it here. So all that is connected. Is that what I want to do? It's like I have to be able to... No, instead of attaching here, first I only attach it to here and there so I can open that door by stepping on here again. And in the future, I walk through. And then I pause after stepping off the button so that this is all off. And then I connect to that connector here and here in the past. Meanwhile, in the future, I am reconnecting this one. I have reconnected this one so it's no longer facing up there. And then all the doors are open in the past, so I run around and go through. And all the doors are open in the future, so I run around and go through. Problem. This beam will still be there in the past. Even if I change it. Oh, no, here's an idea. What if I move this back a little? What if I move it back so that in the future I can move it forward so it blocks the laser going to the past one? That's gonna be tough because there's not much room. That was a mistake. It was weird, the reset button did something different while you were paused. Alright, gotta do the same thing, almost, not quite. This goes here. Pick it up. Connect. Connect. And now we want it to be back a little bit. So we have a decent distance. Right, because we want to, in the next time we get to the future, we want to pick this up and put it here. So it blocks the beam to itself. Alright. That should do it. I was like, I didn't make this fall, did I? No. Okay. Okay, what is our plan? Totally forgot the plan. We want to go into the past. We want to pause before stepping on the button, pause on the button, and then come and pick up this connector and connect only between these two, not here, and then pause, and then step on the button and pause, and then step off the button and reconnect. Or no, we don't have to step on, we don't have to pause on the button, whatever. And then disconnect, reconnect. Yeah, reconnect to all three. Yeah, we want to pause after connecting there before stepping on the button. And then we want to reconnect to all three and then go through. All right, that's the plan. Pause. Pause. Oh, wait. Didn't quite do it right. Pause. Pause. There we go. Now, click this, connect it here, and here. Pause. Pause, and... did I forget something? So pause again. And now we want to connect it here. Pause. And now we run all the way through. And this is not connected over there. We want to pull it back from the beginning. All right. Almost got it. Almost got it. Yeah. I thought we had to hit there through the window, but I didn't remember that you can go above walls. That's something I should put in my puzzles. 3-dimensional puzzles. Like, you think you have to go through the window. Like sleight of hand. Alright, here we go. Connect there. There. And there. And put it right back here. Nope. Frick. Did it work? Did it knock it down? It's still up there. Okay. Okay, our first one needs to be even closer to the pillar. It need to be right next to the pillar. Like right there. Okay, here we go. Connect you here, and then over here. And it needs to be back as far as we can go, because we want to move it forward in a little bit later. That's where we want it. Okay. Alright, remind myself what I want to do. It's gotta all be in this next one. So we start it, we pause, we stand on the button, we get off the button, we pause. We grab the new connector, we connect it like this. Oh, problem. Can I go through that window, I wonder? Let's find a good spot. Alright, if I'm in this window, then I can indeed see through here. That might be it. Okay. This is working. Right. Keep forgetting what I'm doing. We'll make it. We will make it. Connect. Connect. And now, connect. Okay, so now we have a great place to put everything. We can see over there, we can see over there, we can see over there. This is the place for it. And if we move forward, we can still see it. Good. Good, good. This is such a fun puzzle, guys. Okay, we are done. So again, review the plan. The plan is, we start, we pause, we stand on the button, we get off the button, we collect the connector. We connect through this window to here and stand on the button again. We pause. Is that gonna work? Because I have to get over here. Alright, I have to get through here. Or maybe what we do is, again, we put the connector in the blocking the path. Right? We block the path, we connect it straight to here and then to there. And then we pause, and that's how we get our future self over there. And so instead of putting it over here and doing that, we put it here and do that. And then, again, in the past, we pick it up from here, and that door's closed. And just before we do this, we pause. We should have enough time, but we'll pause just in case. Then we connect here, there, and there. And then we go. Alright. Pause. Alright. There we are. Pick this up. Connect to the laser. Connect to here. Place. Place. Now we run back here. And pause. And now we should be fine. Pick up. Connect you. Connect you. Connect you. And just in case, we pause. And place. Then we step. And we run through here. All of this is working. We pause. And I think we are done. I think that's it. Okay. Play. Alright, what do we need to do now? Nothing. Go. Oops. We do need to do something. We need to stand right here. There we go. That's kind of important. Now we watch as we place it in the path. As we miss the block. And then place it there. Now we open and get through here. Alright, it's open. Now we have to... It's fine. I don't want to keep connections. Instead, I want to attach just to the source, not up there. Oh wait, no, it's not going to work right now. Right there. I can fix it though. I can fix it because I have another pause point right here. Alright. I need to attach to that connector. Frick. I may have not quite done this right. I need to connect here. No. And I need to place it right very carefully. No, I don't need to connect there. Ah! I didn't put that one in the right place. Also, this is not connecting to the source. All right. Once again, from the top. Oh, this puzzle. Yeesh. Connect here, connect there. We need to be like over here when we're placing this one so we can really see through. Okay, the source. Up here. And over there. And how far back can we go? All the way here. That's good enough. So then when we come back, we want to move closer. So we really want to be able to see right through here. All right. What's the plan? We start, we pause, we get on the button, we step off the button, we pick up the connector, we go over here, and we go right back here, and we place it, we connect to here, and there, place it, pause. Now, we then we pick it up again, and we take it over here. We want to go way over here. We can see where the next connector is going to be. We can see where this is going to be. We need to be just so we can see here, and we place it and we pause. And I think that should do it, because while it's placed, we can pick up that connector, stand in the way of that laser, attach to the source, attach to this one, actually in the future do we even, oh yeah, because this needs to be connected here, it needs to be on. So we've placed this, and then we actually in the past have to go step on the button one more time, because that opens this door in the future. And then while that door is open in the future, we place that last connector down. And then in the past we go, okay, got it. Oh, what do we do first? I forgot. Oh no. First we step on here, pause, put that down, connect this to here, put it right in there, and then step on here, pause. Alright, I think we're good. And then we attach this here, but not here. Wait, no. We already did that step. So now we attach everything, right? So we're standing over there, we're blocking it with our body. Pause. Okay, now we are free to go to the finish. I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope I didn't miss anything this time. That's a lot to keep in my brain. I could take a notebook, write down the steps. Alright, we've paused to start with, so that lets us stand here. Alright, now that's closed. It is going to open again, but the past connector will be in the way. Alright, now that's open. Now, since that's blocking, we can, no, we need to adjust this connector. We can pick it up at least. Connect. Connect. And then we want to connect to this connector as well. We'll stand right here. Resume. Now our path itself is going to pick that up and it's going to put it down. I hope I put it in a good spot. Oh, now I'm worried that I moved it too far to the left. Right, because that was not where we want to put it. Come on, put it right down, right there. Don't move. Stop moving. Just put it down. Yes. That's where we want to go. Unfortunately, seems we can't reach it. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. No, it's fine. We're fine. It is not open yet, but there is a problem. Oops. I may be fine. I have to block 2 beams from this. Alright. I think I've done it. Yes! Yes! And that one's still closed. Come on over here. We welcome you. I'm doing it. Wow. All this setup. That's crazy. I got it. I did it. Alright, now get off and run away. Ha! Now jump out. I did
Our
it!
program has completed all required puzzles in this level.
Not to mention all the star puzzles.
Input required. You stated that there will be no administrators left. Why?
We I guess we messed up. We let everything just spin out of control. We forgot that we're capable of wonders. Lost faith in our ability to impose meaning on the primal chaos of nature. And now, we're paying the price.
Is this comparable to the deserved fate or ironic justice plot archetypes?
No. There's so much more to human civilization.
That was a good line.
We
A
stumbled
good question.
and we may fall, but none of this defines who we are. That's why we can't let it end here.
Calibrating.
Oh, that was good. You know, the divine retribution archetype, or whatever he said. There's so many stories of that. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Orpheus in Hades. And then so many more. Oedipus, maybe. We got the star, alright. You know, mythology's full of them, you know, and Talos 2 really went into that and was like, you know what, we're gonna fight against this. We're gonna say, you know, even though we mess up sometimes, it's not because it's who we are, it's just because we still need to grow. And that's the one of the main things, one of the many things that I love about this series. Alright, gonna say anything else? That'll be it for this episode of In the Beginning. Next time, we'll jump into another world. I mean, for all I know, we went to the hardest one first. But either way, if these are harder or if they're easier, we're gonna get them done. And I will see you then.